This thing right here could save you thousands of dollars. Well, if you have a small or a medium-sized yard. This is a robotic sprinkler, and it only costs 500 bucks. Any guesses on what I paid for just my front yard for an in-ground sprinkling system last summer? $5,000 for this. And here's the interesting part. This robot sprinkler is smarter, more efficient, and will save you money each year on your water bill. Before I show you all that, let me show you how to set it up. And this power cord is very long. There's the unit, and I'll just pull it straight out. Okay, right there. That's about 30 feet. Here we go. The first thing you do is run a test. Water's on. It is starting the test. To see if the water can hit all parts of your lawn. In the app, you can control the water pressure and the direction the water sprays. And there is a limit to how far the water can spray. Remote control has reached the maximum distance. After the first test, I realized that the water was only reaching about 3/4 down my yard to about right here. So I changed the nozzle, and here's how you do it. First, you gotta pry off the cover, then take out the 2 screws, pull out the old nozzle, put the stronger nozzle in, put the screws back, and snap the cover back on. I'm gonna run the test again to see if I can hit my flower bed. Sounds like it has more power. Oh man, I am so close. It's hitting right at the sidewalk and splashing into the bed. That's still pretty impressive how far that is shooting. I gotta measure it. Reset it. Landing right here. Most sprinklers aren't gonna hit 42 feet. I also moved the sprinkler a few feet closer to the road and then added this orange peg, which I forgot to the first time, which helps it so it doesn't move. I think that's gonna be close enough to hit the back end of my flower garden. Oh, there we go, yeah, look at that. There it is. Now that I know that it can cover my yard from this spot, it's time to map my yard. In the app, you can make 3 types of maps. The first map is an area map, which is what you want to use for your lawn. And you create this map by plotting points around the edge of your grass. To add a point, just hit the plus button. At each point, you can control how far the water sprays, and that way you know exactly where the water is going to land. I've just mapped out my front lawn. It was a little tricky because wind wrapped around my house when I was doing the edge here, and so I think I overshot it, but we'll find out. They tell you not to do this when it's windy. Once you got it all mapped, you can then name it, and then when you're ready to water, open up the app and just hit start. Look at that, it's actually pretty good. That is getting right on the edge of my grass. Might have to shorten the spray on that, but then here's pretty interesting because I just had to come right along my bushes, and that's exactly what it's doing. I marked about 3 points here, here, and here when I was mapping. You don't have to do it every couple inches or every foot. It automatically draws the line as you mark the points. And that's about as low as you can go. So honestly, I need to move it back about a foot so it can get right up against the border here. It wouldn't let me go less than that. That's crazy. I mean, it's getting a little bit of water in my bush bed here, but most of it is staying right there on the grass. It increases the power, hits that corner, and then is now going to slide right. And there's like no noise coming from this either. Very quiet. Okay, I reached the last point. Now it's turning back left, and it's just gonna swing left to right until the whole lawn has 0.10 inches of water. In the app, you can choose how much water your lawn gets. 1/10, 1/4, or up to 1/2 inch. You can set the watering days. You can set how much water each zone gets. I'll talk about different zones here in just a minute, but I like that feature because if you have plants that require more water, you can create a zone here for these 3, and then a separate zone for those 2 with a different watering limit. You can also set when you want to water it, like the time of day, and how often it repeats. The next map that you can create is a line map, which is perfect for, say, a row of bushes like I have right here. Here's how you do it. First, I set the water to reach the farthest bush away, which is right there. I then decreased the water until it hit that first bush and plotted that point. And just like the first map, you can set the water amounts and then the time of day, how many days, and how often to repeat. The last map that you can do is what they call a point map. And this is great for an area like this, where you have plants scattered different spots throughout the area. You can pinpoint the water to land right on top of each of these plants. That way, water's not being wasted in this space, or that space, or over there, where there's nothing growing. I did 1 minute here, it stopped, rotated, and is doing the second point, which is right here. I first tried this for the flower bed right up there by the sidewalk, but it proved to be just too far away. And it's a little bit breezy at my house almost every day, and so that big of a distance just kind of kills the accuracy. Gosh, dang it, freaking wind. So I decided to do a closer flower bed right next to my house. In the app, I plotted 15 plants. I then set a timer for 1 minute, then I hit start and watched it water each plant one by one. Now in the app, you can create up to 10 zones. As you're watering, it gives you real-time water updates. You can also check out the past watering logs. The sprinkler can cover up to 4,800 square feet. It works with a water pressure up to 45 PSI, and it works with either a 5/8 inch or a 3/4 inch hose. And the hose doesn't have to be flexible like mine was. It's also got a rain sensor, so if it starts raining as it's watering, it'll shut off. But even more than that, in the app, it links to the local weather. And so if there's rain coming, it will adjust the schedule, or if you have any severe weather events. The other day we had a high wind advisory and it stopped watering because of it. One of the coolest things about this is that if you take this cover off, take this out, you can put a bottle of fertilizer right here. And as it's watering, it's now gonna fertilize your grass, plants, flowers, whatever zone you're choosing to water at the time. These guys have fertilizers that they do sell, and that's pretty much it. So if you want to save some money on a much more affordable sprinkling system for your house, I got the link for that below. And if you want to check out other robotics for your yard, I got a couple robot lawnmowers right up there that I think you'll enjoy. And that's it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.